Hi. So, first day of the trip finished. I arrived in Tokyo. Yeah, I apologize to any Vietnamese person who listens to me butchering the names of the cities here. Uh, it's quite complicated. The pronunciations are really weird here. Like you can literally have the same writing with the different acronym, and it's like 8 different ways to pronounce stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna even attempt it. But yeah, many interesting things on the way. Like it's such a different world. Like I live in the West normally, and like the starkest differences are of how people live, how they enjoy the life, and um, the like it doesn't feel like such a mad rush for money. It's more based on community, on like people getting together, the meeting in the parks, having time together, like with the friends, with the family, having like dance lessons in the parks. People are running like for the health or fishing in the ponds. It's really nice. It's really like slower pace of life. Even in Hanoi, you can see like obviously there is a busyness, and the streets are crazy. Like the motorcycles going in every direction. Like you never know which side the bike is gonna come from. They go on the red lights sometimes, even like they come against the traffic. It's madness. It's madness. But I like the way I would describe it is organized chaos. Like because it kind of flows organically. Like the one rule which I found here is never stop. Like if you're stopping, go to the sidewalk, because they're gonna adjust the speed and predict how you're gonna move around. So if you're turning, you like try to indicate, show where you're turning, but in general, like they see and try to slow down to match your pace when they're behind you, or try to overtake you in some kind of way. So I feel quite safe on the bike, to be honest. Like I've been cycling in London for years, and now London is way more accessible for the bikes. But years ago, when I first came, like there was no cycling paths, there was no cycling highways, nothing like that, and you have to cycle right next to the cars on the Victorian roads, which are so narrow that you feel like the space allocated to you is just non-existent. So here, at least, even with the amount of craziness and like the amount of bikes, just sheer amount of bikes going through, I kind of felt safer because they're all going quite slow. But the streets are way wider than in London, so that was nice. And what's interesting as well, so there's a couple like different cultural shocks which I had on the way. So one really cool thing which I noticed is how people interact with each other, and especially kids. Like you don't see kids with phones here. Like I don't think I've seen one kid who was sitting on his phone, or the parents' phone, or anything like that. They just play around. They go outside, have their fun, have the fun with their friends, play badminton, even just like using their own imagination. They just find some rocks, just throw some stuff, and have fun. While parents are sitting across the table from each other and having normal conversation without the phone and buzzing every 5 seconds. That was a huge plus in my book, and really refreshing to see. What else? Obviously, like the food is slightly different. Like you can obviously know the paw with like the beef or something like the kind of soup with meat and noodles. It's really good and it's quite cheap here. Like you can literally get a bowl for like £1, 10 pence, £1.20, something like that, and you get a huge bowl which you quite fills you in. So yeah, that was really nice. What else? It was quite interesting to see in the supermarket like the different snacks they had. I'm gonna actually post one of the pictures as well because that was bizarre for me. I found the chicken legs packed in the little packages as a little snacks. So yeah, that was quite funny and unexpected. I tried the bite of chicken legs before, and I'm not a fan. I'm gonna admit. Yeah, they are very like bony and feels like skin and bone. That's it for me. So not the best dish for me. What else? What else? Yeah, there are many different things. Interesting stuff is um, the amount of different fruits. I want to try them all. Like I'm planning to try different fruit every day. So like this morning I ate the whole pineapple just because it was easy. But tomorrow on breakfast I'm planning to get some dragon fruit. So that's gonna be interesting because I've seen it on the little display down the road. So I'm gonna go soon and buy it from them. And yeah, what else would be here? Yeah, but just like I had this one situation today when I was cycling and like the kids been coming out of school and I mean on the bikes just cycling down the road. So when I overtook them, they get so excited and so happy. Like people are just so smiling and happy in the moment. Yeah, like it doesn't feel like everybody's consumed by their own life, living in their own bubble. They just acknowledge you, smile back to you, and try to have some interaction. Even though I don't speak language, they don't really speak English here, so the conversations are quite difficult, usually through Google Translate and stuff like that. But they're always really nice and polite, like always smiley, always wanted to find a way to help you and understand what you need or stuff. Yeah, one of the situations where the kids just saw me overtake them and they get so excited seeing me, like they just start yelling after me and smiling and trying to match my speed on the bike. So that was really cool. Like it's really warmed my heart, the whole interaction there. Like I cycled off afterwards. They went back to the houses and stuff, but this little couple 100 meter cycle was such fun. Like having half of the school basically on the bicycle trying to chase you up was such an experience. Yeah. So there's little differences which I just make in this trip, and looking forward to what I'm gonna see tomorrow. So yeah, very happy that I've got here today, and it was 60 kilometers. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for the first day. It's pretty good. I think it's like I just wanted to find out how is the cycling on the roads here, how I'm gonna feel, and take it slow. I'm gonna increase the mileage while I go, but for the beginning, I just wanted to see how it goes and see how the cycling is here. One thing which I noticed is really dusty. Like as soon as I came back to the hotel, I just went straight to the shower because I felt so sweaty and dusty. You sweat, it's like 30 something degrees, and all this dust from the road just sits on you and sticks. So yeah, I really felt disgusting. So That's a bit of a problem, but I heard that as soon as you get a little bit more south, around 100 200 kilometers from here, the dust just basically disappears. Is slightly more moist, so the dust doesn't create such a there's no such a creation of dust over there. So yeah, that will be it. So tomorrow I'm planning to get to Dongjeong. I'm butchering this so badly. It's basically 70 kilometers down south from here. So we'll see how it goes. Have a good one.